I'm training, practicing, and there is a magnificent view of the bay. That is why if you have come here not only to box but to enjoy something else like yoga, tai chi, then I recommend this place in the morning. It is great, it tunes one positively. One should arrive there at about 6:30, 7 a.m. while there is no crowd of the Thai doing jogging, as they are very loud and they're not ashamed of gazing at what one is doing here. Though I do not feel uncomfortable, as they are very amiable people. Occasionally, here behind my back, if you take a look, you will see the big Buddha. I sometimes go practicing there. It is a very special place, and if you have a wish and the possibility, visit this place without hesitation. There you can find monks who will help you to meditate. For many people it gives a lot of possibilities, even if it is the first experience. Let's go on. Before going on talking about fighting fighters, I would like to visit one of my most favorite places. This beach reminds me of Goa. It is right behind the mill when going down the road. And this piece of land is not Thailand at all. There are straw huts, the people are different as well as the atmosphere. I recommend to all of you, if you find yourself in Phuket, in districts Ruai and Nahar, you should drop in at this small unnamed beach. It is just the fact that you won't find this atmosphere anywhere else. Just have a look at the beauty around. It is an early morning, there is no one, the weather is great today, the rain has just stopped, and this place is worth visiting. I remind you once again that if you have come there not only to box and fight, if you practice Qigong or yoga, this is the place where you should be. It is a very special place. Come here and see you there. Guys, I am on the territory of the Buddhist monastery, which is situated right behind Naiharn beach. I was eager to show you these monks. Monks in Thailand are not like in Russia. There one can remain in the monastery for 2 or 3 months, 2 weeks in any age. You won't believe, but the confession does not matter. Our head coach in Sinbi, Pot, the best coach in the camp, is in monastery now. I mean, he had his head shaved and left home for the monastery for 2 months in order to meditate on the essence of life. And neither his wife nor anyone told him anything against. Men take decisions here themselves. And if you are fed up with everything here in Russia, if you feel tired, come to Thailand, do boxing, and then go and swipe. It stabilizes everything. Behind me there is the Lake Naiharn, and what is so peculiar about this lake, every day at 6:30 or 7 in the morning when I'm leaving my house, there are dozens of people running around this lake, and they are of absolutely different age. Here jogs a muscle guy, he is really huge, he either jogs or rides a bike. There frequents an old lady who's about 80, she goes with 2 walking sticks. There's a man who goes up the mountain road, and all the 5 years I spent there, I saw him going here, and at the same time, you know, he has no leg, and he still walks. What I'm driving at is that Thailand is not only a country of fighters, Thailand is a country of health. And in case you have come here for a week, for 10 days or 2 weeks, this is a great place to start a new life. I mean, not to spend the whole holiday hugging bottles, smoking, but to take up jogging in the morning, or doing yoga, as there are yoga classes, I will show you where they are. Why not start visiting fighting schools, since there are fitness groups, and today we will film the groups which work with beginners. You will see the man in the gym who is 60 and the lady who is I don't know how old, and they find a way with everyone. I want you to be healthy, and when you come to Thailand, come here for health and not for anything else. For health, rest and good food. And now we film a little bit for you to see what different people jog here. Yes, by the way, the only camp that jogs around the lake is Sinbi. Each camp has its own route, and at 7 a.m. they all start running. Not even at 7, but at 6:30 a.m. Each camp, young fighters, these Thai, they start jogging and run 10 kilometers. And that's how their routes never cross. And there is a coach driving the bike a little bit behind the guys who hurries them up a bit. I have witnessed a couple of times such a scene. The coach was unable to accompany the guys, and the boys ran to the corner of the camp and played football and had fun, and when the time was due, they ran back to the camp, all covered in sweat, and they had as if had been jogging. Kids, everyone needs control. Let's move on. Guys, there's the beach Naiharn behind me. It is the best beach on Phuket. And if you undergo training in Sinbi, Tiger, or somewhere near the place, this is the perfect place to come early in the morning, swim and jog. There are nice fruits sold nearby. The number of people on the beach has grown tremendously recently, and long-timers are agitated. A lot of Russians, but as a matter of fact, it concerns only these 3 weeks, from the 15th of December till 20th of January. There are a lot of people, of course, and not everyone likes it. And if you decide what time to choose to go there, I advise the period before the 20th of December or after the 20th of January, as there are less people, the atmosphere is calmer, and fighting is more serious.
Атмосфера в разы спокойней, а боксом занимается так серьезней.
The beach is really good. I strongly recommend it. Nearby, I purchase fruits. So let me show you where I buy them every morning. They are sold all day long, but they are especially fresh in the morning. I mean, if you're about to work the whole day, you should have a watermelon and a pineapple in your fridge. They do not cost much, but give you vitamins. Guys, I just told you that near Naiharn they sell most fresh fruits. Wonderful mamaya sell them here. You see, just visit the place in the morning. I usually take a watermelon, bananas, and avocado, and it is enough for the whole day. There behind my back, if you need it, one should not have massage on the beach, as its quality is really poor. There are a couple of massage rooms, but well, this is a tourist zone, you should not visit them. If you need to see what's going on in the motherland, the internet is right here, very cheap, very convenient. So you just come buy watermelon and see how much snow there is in Moscow, and you immediately feel better.
Поехали.
Now guys, behind me there is one of the best massage centers. I recommend it without hesitation. You should remember it, it is called a Rangaroon massage. Massage is not expensive here, and after boxing, especially if you have worked 2 trainings a day and you fail to be massaged, then you will be unable to go on in 4 days. I have massage every day. The most expensive massage costs here 500 rubles, but it is with some fabulous herbs that is worth making 1 time per week. On weekend, it is remedial, there are special herbs and oils, and it really helps to restore the energy. Generally, I have a 1-hour massage or a Thai massage in this massage center. You can have it with confidence. There work very professional people. I have been working with them 5 years already, and they never let me down. I will show you 2 more massage centers, which you can visit without doubt. In one, you can go yourself, and your wives can visit the other, if you are with your wife here. The fact is, you have sent your wife here, you can forget about her for the whole day, as they will be busy with her for 1,000 rubles per day. Can you imagine this? Let's go on. Well, the drugstore. The next shop is the drugstore. I won't say it once again that a drugstore is a sportsman's best friend at any sport, especially contact sports means constant injuries, stretches, so medical assistance is needed badly. And this drugstore, on which background I'm sitting now, is closed now as it is early in the morning. It is easy to find. This is a Furan drugstore. Its owner is a wonderful woman. She is also the provisor. This drugstore is easy to find. Right behind your back there is Naiharn Boxing Club, and right in front of Naiharn Boxing Club there is the drugstore. Why do you need the drugstore? If one has fallen off a motorbike, a hospital is relatively far away and one can hurt themselves. You can go to a drugstore and they will give you very professional help for a reasonable price. If you have a nausea, or you feel sick, or even your kids, you should run to the drugstore. If it really is serious, then you should go to hospital, but do not forget about the drugstore. Explain everything to them. They will understand it immediately, give you 1-2 pills and it will help. The intoxication develops here unlike in Russia, but in 40 minutes, when my eldest son felt sick and he had nausea, he had gotten the car on his own, but when he was about to get off the car to go to the hospital, we had to carry him. He lost consciousness. And it all developed just in 40 minutes. For you to understand, it happens immediately here. You should be always washing your hands. Here in the drugstore, one can antiseptic gel, which is advisable to carry everywhere. When you get in the car, just use it with your hands. It is clean washed. Each kitchen is clean, I'm sure, as I have spent here many years. But it is hot here. That's the reason dangerous bacteria develop here quickly. What else can I say about the drugstore? They say the so-called boxing liniment here. You'd better buy it here, as it is 2 times cheaper than in camps. I usually buy a cap of it. bring it to my friends, and they're glad to receive. Unlike Russian liniments, there is substance F-genol used in the liniment. I have no idea why. Probably it is prohibited in Russia, but it cures the injuries. This liniment should be applied before training. It warms up till the very bones and after training. And all the bruises, strains, small injuries and cuts just disappear. So the drugstore is a sportsman's best friend. Bear it in mind. Gym visitors are another pair of shoes. You see, if you need something, you visit a drugstore, explain the problem, and you get a big catalog. Fortunately, they can tell a sportsman from a drug addict, and there is the capital punishment for drugs. For that reason, I feel comfortable in Thailand. Professional sportsmen can easily get their pharmaceutical assistance. Besides, they will receive advice in a drugstore, and they won't sell them anything extra. Here there are lots of sportsmen from all over the world. A bit later on, today we will visit the best gym here, which is located on the island. And you will see what monsters train there. So you remember what I told you? So do not forget that in case you feel sick or there is anything wrong with your children, hurry to the drugstore, to the hospital, and be healthy. Let's move forward. I want to show you the places where one can eat nice and healthy food without overpaying. As people come here with various amounts of money, someone can afford expensive restaurants like in Moscow, which exist here, but some are very thrifty and do not waste money. Let's move on, and I will tell you how to eat here to be strong, full of energy and healthy. What is most important. Let's go. And here there are two elder boxers, both are older than 60, and they show incredible boxing. They spend a lot of time here, so Thailand is the country for everyone, for any age. Yes, fighters? So, we had to have breakfast, and you come with us. Guys, before going to breakfast, I couldn't pass Cindy by. The morning training is still on. I'm screaming so loudly because the noise is strong behind me and I want you to hear everything. Morning training is for real sportsmen, I mean, for those who reside in the camp and those who have found enough strength to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. We will film them for you to see what real strong sportsmen are here. There are a lot of guys from Russia. I visit the group Health at 3 p.m. We will film it later. There are interesting things going on here recently, especially this year. Guys from Russia see me approach and everyone wants me to fight with them. I have to explain to them that I am veteran now. I used to fight, but now I'm doing that just for health. But some, especially stubborn, do not understand that. But after training, some approach me to reconcile, and then it is alright. For that reason, when you come here, you should do sport and do not try to compare the size of our muscles, something like that. Now we will film that. This is a very good training. Morning training is the hardest, and if you want to challenge yourself, try to get up. I do it once a week, and to tell the truth, I lack strength for more. Got up in the morning, trained, then the gym, and later in the evening and massage. And if I stayed alive, then some time for children. Let's go to the gym, have a look, and I will ask our cameraman to film it for you to see the atmosphere. And a very quick breakfast as our elder boxers are waiting for us. Pay attention to the man in the background. He's 53 and how well he's working. He's here each training. Sometimes I'm ashamed of myself for being so lazy, but I justify myself thinking that I do Qui-Gon daily. Just look how he's working.
Thank you.
So the food. Food is equally important for a fighter together with training, as after 2 working out sessions a day, after these 10-kilometer joggings, 100 kicks, one has no energy. And there's a question, how much it costs here? It costs absolutely differently. In Thailand, one can eat good quality and tasty food, paying various sums of money. My first visits to Thailand were like culinary trips, as I have never seen such countries where in one place there are great French, Russian, Italian restaurants, and not even one but several, and of course Thai restaurants. While the level of the food quality is high, the level of prices is laughable. Well, it depends on what one laughs at. But if you are hard up, you can eat for 500 rubles daily. Near each camp there is a Thai canteen where Thai and coaches eat, and 500 rubles is too much. And 200 rubles more can be spent on fruits, and it will be enough. And now I am in a French bakery. It is right behind the beach Neuharn. It is called Chess Noir. The owner is French. They are baking very tasty scones. Let me show you. It is not me, it has been before me. It is our bun. There are great breakfasts, and if you come here to do boxing and want to find me from the 20th of December till the 20th of January, I sit here and eat the scrambled eggs or porridge or a bun. And now we moved a bit further on. I will show you a couple of places where the Thai eat, where you can certainly eat. If it is too expensive for you to visit restaurants and cafes where the Thai eat, they are very special, you will recognize them at once. Look for it near the camp. All the Thai fighters eat as a rule in one and the same place. Near each camp there is, as a rule, its own canteen, where the food is cheap, tasty, and one will get all the necessary calories at a minimal price. 500 rubles for food and 200 for fruit daily is enough. It is impossible to live on such a sum. You know, in the places where I've been, India and in most of Asia, here you can eat confidently. In India, for instance, wherever I've been, I came straight to the kitchen. And all the restaurants I advise here have been checked by me personally. I visit the kitchen first. Here you can eat everywhere, having no fear to be taken sick. If you do feel sick, thus you must have certain problems with the digestion, and you are highly likely to have failed to wash your hands. So wash your hands and do not prevent me from breakfasting. Well, we've had a break, and before parting with you till 3 p.m., I would like to show you a very important and necessary place for all the fighters. Here in Neuharn there is the Chop Fight Lab, and its owner, an Irish guy, Owen, is a wonderful man. He does Muay Thai himself. There is wonderful equipment, and there are made the best cuppers which I have ever seen. I've ordered 3 cuppers. He's making reversible cuppers. Each costs about $100, but it is totally worth it. One should not economize on health. There are wonderful big bags for carrying gloves, shorts, and the shorts are made here for any size, with any name, any flag. So when the matter concerns the equipment, just come and order. There is even Kai Musa equipment sold here. Fight Lab is easy to find. You drive along the main road to Neuharn, and it is to the right. Now we're filming the post to show you. Watch attentively, please. So, dear fighters, if you have arrived here with no previous boxing experience, you can come here and borrow all the necessary equipment. It is more advisable to purchase it here rather than in camps, as the choice is greater here, you see. The choice is bigger, and the owner is a funny Irish guy. He is very nice. So buy the equipment and start boxing. Well, I shall leave you
Я с
now.
вами ненадолго попрощаюсь.
I
Мне
want
еще
to
надо
work with
поработать на
Makiwara,
мотиваре.
half an hour in the
Полчасика
evening.
сейчас, полчасика вечером. Мы увидимся в 3
We
часа
will meet
дня.
at 3 o'clock. We will go to training in Sinbi. I will tell you a lot of interesting things. You will see plenty Russian guys who have arrived here from different parts of country on having watched 2 parts of the country of fighters. Then we will go to the best gym on Patong. A lot of interesting things are coming, so watch the movie to the end. I do hope that I won't let you down. Bye-bye. We're training. Guys, there is some time left before the training, about half an hour, and I decided not to waste it and to show you some places. Now I'm driving down the road which leads from Narhan to Kata Beach and Karon. That is a mountain road, it is always free, there are no traffic jams unlike the main road. And it is really beautiful. I will show you 2 places. If you have arrived here with wife and kids, show them this place, at least to the kid, as there are elephants. I show it to my family as there are pink elephants and they are very nice, and to tell the truth, it is interesting even for me to stand there and watch them. Now I will show you where the good elephants are, since elephants can differ. Then I will show you my favorite place. There is the best view on the sea. You will certainly appreciate that. It is called the viewpoint. There is a viewing point and the restaurant, but I strongly recommend to avoid eating in this restaurant. Its quality has lowered recently. By the way, there are the elephants. There are a lot of places where they grow elephants. Look how beautiful they are. I can see younger ones. They dance sometimes, depending on the mood. I mean, when you stop, they see you looking at them, and they start dancing. Once I drove by, and I saw a dancing young elephant who was dancing 30 minutes just for himself. He was probably in a good mood. Well, let's go on. Let's go on. Speaking about this restaurant, I do not recommend eating there, because they do not cook properly, the quality is poor while prices are high. But the location is advantageous, and it is their main merit. But the only thing I recommend trying here, even to those who do not normally drink, is the local pina colada. I have never drunk such tasty pina colada, but I do not usually drink. So you are fond of cocktails, I have never drunk anywhere equally tasty pina colada, and I doubt that I would. This place is where one should go with a camera to watch the sunset with a girlfriend and a pina colada. I just recommend it to fighters for whom it's important. Oh, I'm feeling my ears pop. We're climbing the mountain, and I will show you my favorite elephant orphanage. There is even my favorite elephant. And then we will go to the viewpoint. Let's move on, guys, the training is coming soon. We're living in a tsunami-prone area. The beach behind our cameraman's back was almost destroyed, just like Patong. A lot of people died here. Now on every beach there is a red tower with a big microphone. If there is a danger signal heard from this tower, bear in mind that you have from 5 till 30 minutes to leave this dangerous area. There are signs, evacuation roads, the route of evacuation in case of danger. And in case you hear the signal, take your family to the car and drive to the highest point. And if you're alone, come to this highest point. There are evacuation road signs everywhere. There are seismic detectors in the sea which react to any range of amplitude and transmit immediately. They turn on automatically. Once I had a short circuit in my house, and the actuating device went off in the house where I live. I confess I forgot to take my wife, took the kids only, put them in the car and drove away. Then it dawned upon me what had happened. Yeah, I'm nervous. Let's go, I will show you the elephants. Well guys, when I got there 6 years ago for the first time, that was the only elephant orphanage. Probably that's why I got used to it. The staff are very amiable here, and the elephants are well behaved. Here they are. There's a small safari. We have tradition. Each time we come here, I take my children there, especially the youngest. He likes elephants. And here is a small elephant about which I have told you that danced on his own being in good mood. Remember, it is called Kurchin Safari. It is really pleasant here. There is a cafe if you do not ride elephants, but wait for the family like me. You can sit here, just drink some juice and eat a watermelon. Do not order food here, it is not tasty. Let's go to the viewing point. I will show you where to order pina colada. Well, actually, that's what I have brought you here for. This view is the best to enjoy the sunset. I cannot explain why it is so attractive. In the place there is the whole Phuket. It is a pity they do not cook well enough here, otherwise I would spend more time there. Right beneath us there are Karen Beach and Kata Beach a bit to the right. Karen Beach is famous for its sand. It has golden sand. It seems white, but not white in fact. Very famous. It is a very clean beach. There are a lot of tourists. What I do not like, but occasionally come here. Film it more. To prove it once again, I have ordered the pina colada. I will have to drink it for you. How nice it's here. So here it is, the local pina colada. To be honest, I took an alcohol-free one as the training is coming. But if your health is good enough, come here after training and try it. It is very tasty, and you see they serve it in the coconut. It looks great and it is well made. Well, I want to drink and not to talk. A real pleasure. Box and pina colada. What else is needed to get old? That is great. Guys, we're lucky. When we were here, he was absent strolling somewhere. But now he's here. This is the dancing elephant. Good boy. How shall I give it to him? How funny he is. Well, look, he is indeed dancing, not because someone makes him do so. He's just dancing while one is driving nearby. There's a dangerous Thai guy near. I'm of the opinion that your kids should see that. If you're interested to come here and witness this wonder, come to Thailand to do boxing and bring your kids. This year I took my eldest son, he is 10 years old, he experienced some problems with fighting, though I hired very good coaches in Moscow, but there was something interfering. But here in a month of a breakthrough had happened. So he started punching so that his opponent is on earth. He easily fights with his peers, but now he competes with 14, 15 years old. He does shadow fighting, he succeeds in fighting. The Thai coaches are very patient. They took him and treat him right, while I sometimes lack patience towards him. And the Thai are different. They smile, say what is wrong and what is right, and in a month a new boy went back to Moscow. When I saw it, he wants to come back again, you see? He's in Moscow now studying. He phoned me today and asked if we would visit this place the following year. He's eager to train. Take your boys and come here to fight. So we have a training. Bye, elephant. Bye bye. Some time has passed and we're heading for the training. And before we arrive here, I want to tell you some very important things. The main thing to bear in mind in Thailand is the fact that there is the left-hand driving. I sometimes forget about it and find myself on the other side of the road, but I'm not alone. A lot of Varangs drive this way. For that reason, the main rules for driving in Thailand are: drive slowly, it is firstly. Then, if you have rented a bike, oh, no, sorry, I skipped a bit. If you have enough money, rent a car. If you're limited, then rent a bike. But if you have never ridden a bike, take one or two friends, find some open space, put on the protective gear and learn how to drive it. As motorbike is a very dangerous means of transport here. And every year there are 5-6 Russian tourists dying there. It happens because they drive without a helmet. Trust me, I'm an old biker, I should tell you that 90% of accidents in which people die are due to their head traumas. You shall remember that. And when you get on a bike without a helmet is a real suicide. Sometimes it rains intensively here, so when it rains, park your bike somewhere, sit in some cafe and wait, as it gets dry very quickly. Because this year I was about to... that was my fault. I was the reason for this accident. I drove quickly to the crossroads, and a Thai guy who has driven his bike for all his life, he could have been born on it, he balked immediately and fell from the bike for 30 meters. We could hardly help him. So, no illusions, guys. To visit box classes, be careful on the road. If you go into a road accident, even if a Thai guy is guilty, remember, you are always guilty. So, if you have a chance, you'd better take a vehicle from your acquaintances, or at least basing on the recommendations, so that someone accompanied you, as in case of even a smallest accident, you will have to pay money. The Thai are very good at making people pay money. It is almost professional. They are allowed to do this. For instance, I ran a car from one and the same Chinese lady for a long time, and not only me, but my friends too. I had some minor accidents here. She came immediately and settled all the questions with the police herself. So, if you have a chance, ask friends, or at least ask camps where you train. By the way, we're approaching the canteen. The canteen which I would like to show you, as there are all the same the coaches eat. This is a traditional Thai canteen. It is near Fight Lab, you see? To the right from me there is Fight Lab, and to the right this canteen. So, we're approaching. Well, take a look. People stand right at these tables at dinner time. Thai cooking it right here. There is a small kitchen behind. It is very cheap here, 30 rubles for everything. I mean, any rice, any noodles. It is fresh here with shrimps, with chicken, with anything. All the Thai food costs here 30 rubles, and right here in this little houses all Simbi coaches eat, and even the owner of the camp. The quality is really good, and I occasionally come here if I want to enjoy real Thai food, the noodles. So if you see the places where there are a lot of the Thai, you can go in and eat. And right near this cafe there is a bee massage. Pay attention to it. Can you see it? I strongly recommend it, as it is one of the best places here. There's a Thai woman, Kong Bee Natanbi, working here. She teaches the local Thai women how to massage. She's a teacher actually. To get to her, one needs to pay a bit more, 100 rubles, but she needs to be notified in advance. No one can massage like she does. Wait, guys, if you have arrived in Thailand for a massage, do not think that everyone is a doctor here. They will massage you as if you were a healthy man. And if you do experience any kind of problems with your health, there is an old injury, let them know in advance. If you feel pain, stop them at once, because they are massaging intensely. I saw guys with injured necks. There was one man from St. Petersburg here. He had his neck injured while boxing. Then he dived and hurt it more, and Thai women made the injury worse. So be careful with massage, be reasonable. So if you haven't found the massage rooms, I recommend just come to different people every day until you feel that this person massages you ideally. You will certainly feel it. I advise you once again that one should avoid massage on the beach. I do not remember any example, either mine or my friends, when it was good. So, now we're driving to Simbi. See you soon.
Давайте, скоро увидимся.
Guys, this is the usual character of our program, the son of the chief coach Pot. Pot is a monk now, as I have informed you, and his son has just returned from school. He's a schoolboy, and have a look at what he's doing. Working as coach here, holding trainings and receiving money for that. Right upbringing is very important. Well, we start warming up, but today I will talk more. A lot of Russian guys will arrive soon. I will introduce them and they will tell you something. They got here because they have watched my film, The Country of Fighters. Watch The Country of Fighters, come to Thailand and do sport. And now guys, take a look. This is Singh, the camp's owner. I've been asked several times why I train in Simbi. There are a lot of good camps. Do not trust people who say that there are camps where only Thai are trained, while Tharings are taught the wrong things. Nonsense. There are some camps where there are no Farangs on the north, where there are simply no tourists, you see? But they teach absolutely the same things there. I visited and trained in these camps. What is so special about Simbi? Singh is a Korean man himself. Singh Tae-bong is his full name. He got famous in the field of Muay Thai for becoming an adult champion at 16. And this happened for the first time of the recorded history of Muay Thai. The guy with the quickest kick. I mean, the speed of his kick is incredible now, and I can only imagine what it was like when he was younger. He now has grown a tummy, but he's a great coach, holding pads perfectly well. And now, not mentioning my efforts, Simbi turned into a Russian camp. Everyone knows that there are a lot of Russians. Now we will see how many Russian boys are there. They are all training. Let's join them. Let's do boxing. My training today is intermingling with my commentaries for you. Look, there is the lion camp in 200 meters from here. It is newer, the houses are newer there. There is Sinbi where one can live for a month, as there is always one and the same questions. 1 week of living here with 2 trainings a day costs $300 for everything. You reside in such a house, so if you bought tickets, went to Phuket, drive to the camp and do not book any apartments beforehand. It is easier to find a suitable variant right here. Around here the prices vary from 1,000 to 3,000 rubles per day, but 3,000 rubles or $100 a day, there is a 5-star hotel level, with a pool and many nice things. One can find a small room for 600 rubles a day, with air conditioning, a fridge which will be cleaned every day, so I advise you to arrive here and then to choose the camp where you will work out, or to choose better conditions and to rent a motorbike and go around here and to settle this question. Come here to us. Now you see why I have chosen this very camp for fighting. When the owner himself works out like that every day 3 times, how can there be bad coaches? By the way, all the senior coaches have had at least 100 fights, about 150, 200 fights, and they're all champions, so bear it in mind. Can you imagine how many Russians arrive here to watch the performance? Here there are ex-sportsmen. They usually sit here, pay attention to them, water polo players. This is a group of beginners gathering. Hi, how are you? Good? Well, rest, have rest. We'll go to train. Here is one of the more Russian maniac. His name is Vitalik. Come here. Hello. He used to serve in the special forces of the Federal Security Services in Russia, and now it is no longer a secret. We have served together. He's a bit younger, so a bit more reckless, you see, and now he comes here to train. He's good hand-to-hand fighting, and here he studies Muay Thai, and he's rather good at it. Will he come here more? Naturally. Last year, thanks to Sergey Nikolaevich, I got to this camp, and after that I am unable to imagine my life without it, without Thailand and Muay Thai. Well done, nicely said, remember it. Well, we won't disturb you. Well, I haven't introduced everyone to you. There are the guys, my friends from the club Hells Angels Russia. They have come to box here for the 2nd year. Guys are really tough, but you will see them working out on the training. Follow their example, get stronger, get more masculine, be busy. It is very nice that there were a lot of strong Russian men, and I'm very glad to see that. Now let's go to take a look at one overweight guy who is working out on the pads now. We will film him. How much does Ilya weigh? 135 kilos now, 105, so he must have lost some weight. He lost 15 kilos. Now we will see what he's doing there. Let's go with us. Well, here Ilya is, and there are our guys working on the ring. Look how good he's working with his weight. I've met our old friend Sasha Voronov. You do remember him from the first two parts of the Country of the Fighters. He came again. Sasha, how do you find the trainings? How much weight have you lost? I won't say much this time, it is enough that you're satisfied. Will you come the following year? Yes, I think that one should visit this place, as it is the best place for a man of about 40. In any respect, sport, sun, food, communication, nice people, come here and... It is absolutely pleasant. I will tell a secret. Singh, the camp's owner, has asked Sasha to give a couple of master classes of English boxing, so you see that it speaks much. He has really come, but Sasha says everything to him at once. But this is a great evaluation of the Soviet boxing school. I will introduce more guys to you. They have arrived here from Vladivostok, father and son, very nice people. They have watched 2 movies, The Country of Fighters, and decided that they need to be there. I have been there for a month already. So today, training with us, Sasha, thank you, sorry for disturbing you. See you later on the ring. Thank you for having invited me. Come to us. But I shall not disturb Sasha. These are father and son, for you to understand, they are not brothers, they just look alike. Guys from Vladivostok, I think they will introduce themselves, what they are doing. Yes, with pleasure. My name is Denis, this is my son Igor, we have come from Vladivostok and we have been interested for a long time in what Sergey Badyuk is doing. He has inspired us, and after watching the movie The Country of Fighters, we got there. We like this movie very much, especially about Cindy. He has described many camps, but this camp is different. What coaches, how they train, it is all cozy and nice. Yes, a cozy atmosphere. But guys have 2 trainings every day, for you to see that they are not such lazy bones as I am, but I visit the gym. Father runs 10 kilometers in the morning, and this one has 2 trainings a day. How old are you? 16 years old. So, fathers, I have to tell you something. Show the boy and show to everyone how a Russian boy should look like at 16. You heard me. This dad is doing right things, and I wonder what you are doing. Save money and come here to box with us. Thank you. Bye. Enjoying pleasant things but useful. Yes, I sent my greets to Vladivostok. Thank you, Sergey. You will be in the 3rd part of the Country of Fighters. Let's stand here. The Thai bandage their hands a bit differently. The Soviet school applies bandages so that the fist is hard and the bones are more open. In karate, they do not bandage those for more serious punch. The Thai bandage is milder. So there are such boxers and you had no desire to come there.
Это Маша, подруга Виталика, которую я предупреждал. Так что ведите себя аккуратно. Не прижимайся ко мне, Виталик стоит.
Guys, you see what the atmosphere is like here. Everyone is working, people communicate with each other, everything is friendly, but there is one moment I want to warn you against. It concerns any camp. not only
Это касается
Simbi.
любого боксерского зала, не только Синби.
They will wear you out. During the first days after arrival, take 1 hour of training as a maximum, because you need to adapt to the climate. I felt this year, though I have visited this place for many years, but this year I just fell since the blood pressure went high. It was the third training in one day. Do not overdo with it. If a Thai teases you to make you do 100 kicks, you know your limits. Do not follow them blindly. You will lose your health. A lot of guys have injured their backs and legs. If you have been in the sport since 16 or even 10 years old, can make these 100 kicks, it will be easy for you. But if you punch with hooks and you generally need nothing more, do not be ruled by the Thai. They really provoke, and I felt exhausted many times, so be clever. One more moment. There are sparrings going on endlessly in the camp. There are helmet gloves, everyone with everybody, and during every training there is always one idiot who wants to fight someone fiercely. So do not relax, be careful. I found myself on the ground 2 times. Keep your hands here, they will beat you. They are generally working very mildly, but be very careful, as one time you're working very mildly and then all of a sudden you are severely beaten. It is an important thing, so be careful with your health. Do boxing. Come to Thailand. Pay attention to the thing I have just witnessed on the ring. It is not a joke. There are only Russians working here now. This girl in blue shorts, who is working with her back to us, is Sasha Voronov's girlfriend. The guy we've talked to, a boxer. He has made even her fight. Poor girl, I feel very sorry for you. Russian guys. Bikers are tough people. But there is one more training coming, so do not relax. Let's go shake hands with guys. I finished training and we will go to one more interesting place. And now, guys, do not miss this moment. I say it once again, Russian teenagers gotta be like this. Dads, think of that. Boys, follow his example, and you dads should meditate and where to spend holidays with kids. Igor, good guy. That's great, the best place for training, Sandy the best. So, what do you have for the Russian language? I guess that D? Go boxing. Good boy, very polite, well bred. It is obvious that father does his job well. Whenever he arrives, greets everyone, brings some water. Good boy, sporty, developed, a joy to my heart. I wish there were more of his kind. These elephants, which you have just seen, are the meeting point on Kata Beach where everyone meets. So if you got lost or your friends have come to pay you a visit and you are somewhere near Kata Beach, agree to meet near these elephants. And we go on. Boxing training is over and we have taken some breath. We go to one more training in Patong. And we're going to the best gym which exists on Phuket. Obviously, it cannot be compared with the professional gym in Moscow. It is not a sports center where all of us used to. But trust me, there are some positive moments, and sometimes I will show you right here. Gym visitors, be attentive. Hello once again. We're having one more training. We have arrived to the best gym on Phuket. It belongs to a friend of mine, Keith. He's a biker from Australia. He's an MMA fighter, but looks like a professional bodybuilder. And he has opened this gym. For our tourists who have come to Patong, you'd rather not waste your time in brothels, but visit this gym. What is the gym famous for? First of all, the gym is relatively well equipped for this place. There is quite a nice ring. And there are two good Thai masters of box. He has a room for MMA too, where he teaches himself, as well as two Brazilian guys with black belts for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and a Russian girl holds yoga classes. So if you arrive together with a girlfriend or wife, you are welcome here. Prices are very low, like anywhere here. And they will mix a cocktail here, and there are other nice things, which I will describe a bit later. Stay with us, I go to the next gym. So we're in the fight zone. There are the Thai coaches, mainly they're giving private lessons, unlike in Sinbi. But it doesn't matter much if you have just arrived and you are still a beginner, or you're an experienced fighter already. Private training is always a private one. I will tell you the truth. In 1 week I take 3 private trainings out of 6. I ask Pot or Sing. Sing takes more money. But it's a different level. So if you have some previous experience, take private lessons. If you are not that young, take private lessons, since the coach will pay attention to your health. The Thai are not interested if you are about to die in the ring. So that is what it's like. So if you're on Patong, visit it. But if you're a fighter, you will go to Sinbi, no matter how far it is from here. Now we're just filming.
Пока поснимаем, посмотрим.
The gym open?
Open.
5 months.
4 months, just 5 months.
5 months. Five months Thai boxing, 3 months in the fitness center.
And a lot of people.
We're up to 200 customers already, regular customers on a regular basis.
Russian guys coming?
We have about 40 to 50 Russians on a regular basis.
40 or 50 Russians. Great. And is there any bodybuilders, powerlifters? Real big guy, real strong.
There's probably about 10 to 15% bodybuilders. The rest are fitness people, and then about 50% new people. Yeah. And then you get people that come from all over the world that stop in. I got Italians, lots of French, lots of Europeans, some Canadians, Americans.
I see. 1 minute.
I just wondered, the gym is open just 5 months. There are 240 frequenters. There are 15% of Russians out of them who reside here. I asked about bodybuilders who are taking this serious, who come here to train from all over the world and to improve their physique with medicine. And you know what is good about this gym? I've already told you about that. There is no mixing up of sportsmen and drug addicts. And in the gym you will be consulted and one can receive professional advice. For that reason, professional sportsmen come here. It is no good hiding from legal authorities responsible for drug consumption. I do not encourage you to take medicines. I am just talking about professional sport. I used to be a professional sportsman in the past, so I'm telling the truth. You can take it or not. This is a very good gym, a nice owner. Pay attention to the fact that he is not a bodybuilder, he is an MMA fighter. He has no fat, he is 37 years old, and he trains 3 times a day and feels great, so consider that.
This man's Russian right here. Hello.
I'm just saying that you are not bodybuilder,
No,
you're
yeah.
a professional fighter,
Do you recognize these faces?
I got sunburned, yeah, I know.
You see, I left a bit earlier, and now these people, Moscow bikers, they arrived here now after a very intense boxing workout. They have just come here to the gym, and you saw
Oh, you break?
what Ilya was doing, for example. Follow the example. Well, all good things come to an end. I'm not waving goodbye yet, though. After training here, we're driving to another place. The day is approaching its end. And I would like to narrate you about Thailand and the dangers you can come across here. So we're moving on. I'm a bit tired, but I do hope that it will be interesting to listen to. Go and watch in our show. So we've left the gym behind and now we're about to drive along a separate street which is called Patong Beach, Bengal Road. That is what Thailand is associated with. There are bars, go-go, incredible number of perverts. A lot of people come here for this stuff. You know, today I tried to show you another Thailand, a country of fighters, the place where one can come to get healthy, improve the health, get stronger. But what to choose is up to you. I decided to show this street to you after all. The only warning for those who want to spend some time here, guys, love with the local beauties ends in the Moscow Hospital for Parasitology in every third case. And one of my friends, he is a doctor here, he often wonders how to cure this illness. I mean, there are incurable, but if you are so eager, there are many Russian female tourists, they're here walking. Keep to your people, it is my advice. Fight as it concerns you too. And now just take a look, we will drive across Bangla. I'm here in the daytime as it's possible for me to be here in the evening. It's not for me, but many enjoy it. Well, it's a part of Thailand, which I shall show you. By the way, there is an awful number of various cold weapons sold here. If you are bringing this home and you fly to Singapore, you will be imprisoned in Singapore, I warn you. They X-ray all the transit luggage, and my acquaintances have spent 4 months in prison for smuggling cold weapon into the country. And they were fortunate, as the sentence may last from 4 months till 3 years. They received the shortest period of punishment, and they're served in prison. Be attentive, it's cold weapon, and you really don't need it. You're fighters. This is this district. There are some horrible creatures. They're doing God knows what. There are always fights in the evening. Speak about street fights in Thailand. If you have fought on the street and there was no weapon, you'll receive a 500 ruble fine and you can go home. But when you fight with the local, with the Thai, there is immediately a crowd of them and they use weapon without hesitation. Bottles are the safest things that they will throw at you, as well as knives. I warn you, the local policemen and local mafiosi are always with a loaded gun. Some have even 2 of them in their cars. I have some acquaintances with whom I came to shoot. There are many people with guns, and if a Thai guns you down, he will be justified. It is a different country. You must respect their law and traditions. I do hope that this movie is watched by adequate people, real fighters, real fans of fights, and that you got some ideas out of this film. And now it is time for me to go home, as I have to work with Makiwara for half an hour and to dine. It was a very long day. Well guys, the day is nearly over. Now on the way home I drove to a viewpoint. We've been there today. You see how many people, because there is the most beautiful sunset. What I want to tell you, thank you for having watched it till the end. Thank you for being interested in sport. I do hope that this movie will do good for some people. Probably they won't go to Thailand to study in Sindhi, but they will take their son to boxing club, you see, take up fighting, and they can themselves go to the gym, give up drinking. I sincerely hope that this movie will be of use for you. And in the end, I want to thank this pair of people whom you cannot see as they're on your side. Their names are Sasha and Tanya, and this movie won't come to life without them. And I ask you to watch the video about what they're doing after this movie. It was Sergey Badyuk, the movie Country of Fighters, Part 3, which I have filmed for website badyuk.com and for the best site for martial arts on the net, allboxing.ru. See you!